Hello everyone, welcome to the From Our Board briefing for our meeting which was held last week on the 6th of April. Our public board is open to everyone and full papers are available on the About Us section of our website. We really welcome visitors, please do come along. My apologies this morning for my voice. I have a cold and if I sound a bit hoarse, that's why. So I'll keep talking and you'll have to put up with my voice, I'm afraid. As before, I'm pleased to share some of the highlights of the reports and papers that we've presented. I want to begin by saying a very special thank you to everyone who has worked the bank holiday weekend and to all of those of you who are working in different ways and or supporting colleagues during the period of industrial action which is taking place this week. A really big thank you to all of you. Our board meeting began, as public board meetings always do, with a patient story. Many of you will already know that we've introduced an electronic consent form for patients who are undergoing surgery or a procedure. We heard from Gwen about her experience of using the new form. Gwen spoke very highly of the benefit of the form and its use both before her surgery and now during her recovery. The form arrived when a surgery date was agreed and is sent with information that's tailored to each individual patient. She explained that her husband had also felt reassured by the accompanying information in the form. It made him feel that he could understand the procedure more fully and support her better. Helen Pardo, her surgeon, spoke about the advantages of the information being available and the value of post-operative advice, which enables our patients to have much greater control of their operation and their recovery. Gwen was very keen to point out how valuable it was to refer back to during her recovery phase. As a board, we discussed the need to ensure this service is usable by all of our patients, including those who are older and less likely to be IT savvy, but who are also the largest part of our patient population. Gwen's positive feedback was fantastic and it matches our other patient feedback, scoring 4.5 out of 5 in our feedback forms. We went on to talk about the CQC. Lance, our Chief Executive, updated the board on the CQC visit to our emergency department last week, following our request to remove our Section 31 notice, which was imposed at the last inspection. The CQC told us verbally that they could see tangible improvements and that although there are some concerns remaining, there is nothing that requires immediate action. They told us we were delivering excellent mental health support as we have a mental health nurse on shift continually. We've been asked for additional information, which is standard practice, and there will be some further interviews with senior managers. Once the additional work has been concluded, we'll get our formal decision on service. But in the meantime, it was fantastic to hear their positive feedback, and I know the team will welcome that and any other areas where we need to make improvements. We talked about the junior doctors' industrial action. As you will all know, our junior doctors are taking part in industrial action this week. As previously, please remember that taking part in industrial action is a choice by individuals, and please support each person's individual decision. Thank you to everyone who's given time to support the preparations, which immediately follow a bank holiday weekend, so are very complex to enable. Feedback from the previous industrial action has been used as part of the preparations for this week. Like the board put on record a huge thank you from Lance and the board for commitment in maintaining safe care and looking after each other too through this very difficult time. So a big thank you, everyone. So we then went on to talk about updates on other agenda items. And amongst others, we discussed the new hospital programme. We'd hoped that we'd have an announcement on the new hospital programme with the funding news for cohort 3, which is what we're part of last week or the week before. However, that didn't happen, and it's now anticipated that the decisions will be made in May once the pre-election restrictions are lifted on the government and ourselves. We talked about maternity, where we had the maternity annual report, and we were so proud of the team's achievements and want to show a very good outcome in that maternity report. It was really great to be able to read of the improvements that have taken place. We talked about the staff survey, and I need to begin by saying the board reflected that this is not where we would like to be. And we are committed, absolutely committed, to increasing our determination to improve our position for next year. However, to do this, is going to require all of our people to work together and share thoughts and ideas. I look forward to you telling me as I'm on walkabouts around the place. And finally, we ended with a very big thank you to Helen Glenister, one of our non-execs. Helen attended the public board meeting at the end of her time. She has been vice chair of the board. She's a nurse by background and is well known across the trust for her support, her wisdom and kindness. We noted her thanks and we wish her well for the future. Our next public board meeting takes place on the 1st of June. It'd be fantastic to see you there. Come along and talk to us. Thank you for listening.